Hi, I'm Halsey Spruance with the Delaware Museum of Natural History.
Hi, I'm Ron Logue with Wilmington Trust.
And welcome to this episode of Distance and Dinosaurs, presented by M&T Bank.
As many of you know, we had to cancel Wine and Dinosaurs this year because of COVID. It was a difficult decision to make because it would have been our 14th year, and it's really evolved into the coolest fundraising event in the Mid-Atlantic.
That's for sure. So while we're still in this COVID mess, we're doing the social distancing thing by turning the spotlight back on the many sponsors of Wine and Dinosaurs over the years.
So today we're here at Greenville Wine and Spirits in Greenville, Delaware, to talk about a collaboration between Greenville Wine and Spirits, Bouchane, and 2SP Brewing.
So without further ado, let's introduce Bill Galbraith from Greenville Wine and Spirits, Scott Phillips from Bouchane Vineyards, and Ruby Rubenstein from 2SP Brewery.
We always were doing barrel programs with a lot of whiskey things, and we had done some early collaborations with 2SP. And I got it in my mind to get one of these barrels, well, actually two of them, from Bouchane. I talked with Chris Kajani, who's the winemaker there, and we were able to get a Chardonnay barrel and a used Pinot Noir barrel as well. And I talked with Ruby, just collaborating on what would be the best beer to make that with that style, and we came up with two different sour beers.
Yeah, it was actually perfect timing when he reached out to me because I was in the initial stages of creating this beer. It was the first time at 2SV that we had created a program like this for a sour beer with an extended aging time. So it was already in the tank, and when he approached me about the barrels, I was like, that's perfect, because that would really showcase a lot of cool character that could come from the barrel specifically. We had it split between two different barrels. It was the Chardonnay and the Pinot Noir. So the outcome was fantastic. So.
We came up with some crazy names for them too. This is a very fine Chardonnay you're not drinking, and we have Pinot Envy.
Bouchane has some barrels left over every year. Being a winery, making up 5,000 cases total of Chardonnay and Pinot Noir every year. Use the barrels around 2 years. A new barrel is 1 year, 3 barrels. So there's barrels left over. So when everyone started buying barrels of bourbon, I think that's what gave Bill the idea. This is really unique, I think, with trying to put beer into these barrels, and they're just very, very exceptional items that, just not just oddities. I think they're viable, tasty sours.
We didn't do a whole lot of advertising. When COVID started, I saw that some of these magazines needed some love because restaurants weren't able to pony up the money anymore, so we definitely stepped up our advertising game. The other thing I saw was a lot of restaurants were losing employees. They weren't open. So we opened the door and hired a lot of restaurant workers. We've also tried our best to give back to the community in different philanthropy organizations, but with COVID, it's been really difficult to put on things.
We were offering at-home delivery. So you could go online, you can order whatever we had, and like me and Bob and some of the other brewers and the salespeople would put it in our car and drive it to you personally. Everything would be paid for online. I would just walk up to your doorstep, knock on the door, put it on your doorstep, and just run away. There's a $5 fee for every purchase, and I think we always took that money and then gave it to a local charity.
Bouchane Winery locally in Delaware and all over California also have been involved in the arts, and that's the negative part of not being able to connect with the community and all the different events. So we're really looking forward to 2021 to be able to get back in that, because we supported a lot of different tastings.
Even Scott, before pre-COVID, Garrett, Tatiana, and Copeland are huge philanthropists.
Right.
I mean, they give to so many different things locally and in California.